So here I have a deck of Maverick playing cards that I bought over at the pantry. Normal deck of playing cards has it's got 52 cards plus the 2 jokers, and then a couple of like instruction cards. So there are a couple of different playing card deck companies. Like I said, I have like a Maverick one, but there's also Bicycle, and I don't know, my dad has a bunch of like airline companies. They have they give out playing cards on flights, so I have some of those too. But there's a bunch of games you can play with them, like hearts, clubs, spades, poker, euchre, BS, ERS, war, solitaire, and many others. And there's also a lot of non-playing card games, like trading card games, like Pokemon and like Magic the Gathering, and then other games that aren't either of those, but there's just tons of games use playing cards. So I think they're super fun to use. All the different games you can play with them as college kids, like you guys know, a lot of us go out and we just play cards all the time, or cards with our friends and stuff. It's just something to do when you're hanging out. So the reason I'm talking about all this, I'm actually going to teach you guys how to shuffle a deck of playing cards. So there's a couple different ways. My first way, I'm going to do like just the normal deck split, where you like split in half, and so you'll grab each of them like this and put your pointer finger right in the middle, and then you'll kind of like pull back on it like this and put them together, and like just like into each other, and you try and get them to alternate, and then you can push them together and it should shuffle. If you do that a couple of times, then you'll get a pretty good shuffle, which is something that you need in card games. Because if a deck isn't shuffled, then you're going to have a bunch of people getting the same cards over and over again, and it'll just give other players an unfair advantage. So, but if that's too difficult, there's also other ways you can do it. Like you can do a pile shuffle. Basically, you do as many piles as you want. You kind of just like, in this case, I'm doing 6 piles. And you just go one at a time. You shuffle them all together. And then after you're done, you just take all the piles that you made, put them all together. So this is something that you can do if you don't really know how to pile shuffle normally. So there's also a way where you can like take a couple cards and like go back and forth. Really, these are just ways that you can do if you don't want to bend the cards a lot. So knowing how to shuffle cards is really helpful if you want to play any games with your friends, like Uno, just normal playing card games, trading card games, anything like that. So there's 3 different types of ways, you know. There's the split, shuffle like that. There's the pile shuffle, where you put in a bunch of different piles, and then there's the one where you kind of just like back and forth.